Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Vaman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Swami Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gaurkishoras Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Śrīla sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ Bhakti Thakur ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai. Shri Rupa Nova Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanātana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopala Padadasa Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. Namachay Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Sarva Avishta Vadatta Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda ki Jai. Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki Jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaurav Shri Kartik Vrat Niyam Seva ki Jai. Shri Damodar Vrat ki Jai. Shri Dāmodarāṣṭakam ki Jai. Satyavrata Muni ki Jai. Yaśodā Damodar Radha Damodar ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaurav Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Oh, and the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā of Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī Pad ki Jai. The Dig-darśinī-vṛtti by my Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranams Satya Mataji and Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji and Champak Mataji. Dandavat Pranams. And on YouTube there are people watching, but they didn't write any comments, so I don't know who you are watching on YouTube or Facebook. All right, so now we are beginning our reading of Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam by Śrīla. So Dāmodarāṣṭakam by Satyavrata Muni, recorded in the Padma Purāṇa, which is written by Kṛṣṇa Dvaipāyana and Vedavyāsa, and we're reading the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā by Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī. This is the edition published by my Param Gurudev, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Keshav Gosai Maharaj. And then we're reading the Dig-darśinī-vṛtti by my Śrīla Gurudev. So, and just letting you know that this file that I'm reading from is a proofreading file. I don't actually know where in the Padma Purāṇa it is. I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out though. Oh yeah, and Champak Didi, so yeah, I'm still on Facebook. Yes, I managed to, I ended up just paying for a month of Restream so that I have it for the month of Kartik. And then actually, at the end of Kartik will be Black Friday, and then it's 50% off. And so I might get a year subscription for Restream then. Yeah, so, oh, you have the Padma Purāṇa. Wow, very cool. That's really cool. Awesome. Okay. So now, one second. I'm going to bring up chat so that I can actually see it when it comes. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks. That would be great if you could find that out. Okay. So I am sharing my screen. So yeah, as I said, this is a proofreading document. So if you find any mistakes, you can help GVP with the next edition by pointing it out Don't be shy. Like, don't feel like, oh, you're fault finding or anything like that. No, any way that we can improve the text, it's a big service to the whole Vaishnav community, because they'll get a better edition of Damodarāṣṭakam. So, okay. And that's why you'll sometimes see little weird squiggly things like that, like this. Like that was a comment by Vaijayanti Mala. She said, "Why square brackets?" Oh, because we said instead of writing law book, we wrote ritual law book. And so then she said, "Why square brackets?" Anyways, that's just okay. So we'll read the verse and then we'll sing Damodarāṣṭakam at the end. Today's reading is going to be a bit long. It's 7,700 something words. Usually we read 5,000 words in a day, but anyways, I think we'll be able to get through it because we're not singing a kirtan at the beginning. Okay. Jiva Gosvāmī Pad, Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī Pad. There's the grinding mortar in Gokula Mahavan. There's the little pujari. Damodar, what's his name? Jai Gopal actually, like with a computer, because the boy was actually wearing pants, and so Jai Gopal put a dhoti on him. He like added a dhoti on him. He's not actually a brahmachari though. And Jai Gopal put his chadar around him. He was just wearing a pants and no shirt, and so Jai Gopal gave him his chadar, and then like that. There's Shri Radha Damodar in Vrindavan. Look how beautiful. Jai Radha Damodar. Okay. Okay, so let's go to verse 1. And then we'll sing the whole song at the end. Namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānaṁ parāmṛṣṭam atyantato drutya gopyā. Oh, Satyamataji said yesterday there was a had, but maybe not in this book. Anyways, I'm going to take note of it so that I'll look to next time. Look for had in Damodarāṣṭakam. Okay. Oh, Haribol, Raseshwari Mataji, and Vidyalala Sadidi, and Roop Manjari Didi, and Nitai. Haribol. Okay, so let's go over the word for word so we understand what we're singing. Namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ. So namami means I offer pranam, I offer my obeisances unto Ishwaram, to the Ishwar, the Supreme Lord. And Śrīla, we'll see Sanātana Gosvāmī will give 3 meanings for what Ishwaram means. To the Supreme Lord who has a sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ, whose form is composed of sac-cid-ānanda, of pure existence, knowledge, especially knowledge of a relationship, knowledge and ananda, bliss. Then lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ, his kundal, his earrings, his shark-shaped earrings, or makara-shaped earrings, are lasat, are swinging. Gokule, he is in Gokul, he is bhrājamānam, he is resplendent. He shines forth within the abode of Gokul. Gokul is the place where all the cowherd men, cowherd ladies, all the cows, all the, yeah, that's the land of the cows. Gokul. And the carers of the cows, yeah. Then yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād. So in fear of yaśodā-bhiyā, in fear of Yaśodā, ulukad, from the ulukhalād, that's it in singular, from the grinding mortar, dhāvamānaṁ, he runs. So he jumps off the grinding mortar and he runs. Then parāmṛṣṭam, caught from behind. Atyantato means ultimately. Ultimately, he's caught from behind. Drutya gopyā, from the running gopi, which is Mother Yaśodā. I think I didn't actually look at this beforehand, so that's just what I know from before. But let's see how accurate I was. So, ulukhalād, after jumping from the grinding mortar. Ulukal means grinding mortar, and ulukhalād means from the grinding mortar. Then dhāvamānaṁ, running away. Parāmṛṣṭam, forcefully seized from behind. Atyantato, sorry, whatever. Ultimately, drutya, running very swiftly, gopyā, by Mother Yaśodā. Okay, so hopefully that's clear now. Yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānaṁ, in fear of Mother Yaśodā, yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād, from the grinding mortar, dhāvamānaṁ, he runs. Parāmṛṣṭam, caught from behind. Atyantato, ultimately, he's ultimately caught from behind. Drutya gopyā, from the gopi, Yaśodā, who's running behind him. Drutya. Haribol, Pradyumna Prabhu, and Mantramurti Mataji. Haribol. Yes, sorry, Raseshwari Mataji. Sorry, I mean Satya Mataji. Yes.
Can you turn on sound suppression, please?
Yes, I'll turn on sound suppression.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. I was so focused on the other screen. I have two screens up, and so I have you on this screen, but sometimes I'm just, yeah. Okay. One second. I just have to stop screen sharing for a second to turn this on. Okay, now it's on. All right. Let me bring up chat here so that I can see. Okay, now I have chat on my screen, so then I'll more easily see your messages. Okay, so let's go through the translation. One second, just. I offer obeisances unto Śrī Kṛṣṇa, the possessor of all potencies, whose beautiful form is the entirety of concentrated existence, knowledge, and bliss. On his cheeks, makara-shaped earrings are swinging playfully. Lasat means swinging, and kundala means earrings. So lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ, swinging earrings. Okay, now this is a little bit of a, like, full line. Like the word is bhrājamānam. So bhrājamānam, right now in the translation, it says, his infinite brilliance shines forth from his most splendid residence. But we are going to change that. I suggested writing, hey, where's my comment? That's annoying. Anyways, I can't, this was last year that I worked on this during Kartik time. So I think we were gonna write, he is resplendent within the transcendental abode, Sri Gokula. Because that's really full on. His infinite, I mean, it's beautiful. His infinite brilliance shines forth from his most splendid residence, but it's not exactly what, it's a little bit, adding a bit. He was afraid of Mother Yaśodā because he smashed the earthen pot of yogurt. When he saw her coming, he leapt down from the grinding mortar and ran away. And actually, we're going to change this to, in fear of Mother Yaśodā, he leapt from the grinding mortar and ran away. Nevertheless, Mother Yaśodā ultimately caught hold of him from behind. Drutya gopyā, from the for she ran more swiftly than he did. So now we are going through the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā by Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī Pad. The Sanskrit is given here, but we will just read the translation of the Sanskrit. It would be fun to actually go through the Sanskrit though and try to compare it to the translation so that we can, because the Sanskrit's actually a lot more, like the translation's a bit more filled out. The Sanskrit's very concise. Tatrage kim api prarthayitum adau tasya tattva rupa lila gunadi visheshanot karsha vishesham Gokula prakatita nija bhagavata sara sarvasva bhutam varnayam bhaktyado namaskaroti namāmīśvaraṁ. That's the meaning of namāmi. Tacha mangalartam sarva karmasu prageva tasya visheshena vidhanado nirdishtam. Come, Ishwaram. Okay, now he says Ishwaram of three types. Ishwaram means sarva shaktimantam, jagadekanatam, nija prabhum va. Tatra Prakasha Stut. Okay, so anyways, I really want to go through this all, but it'd be kind of fun. But we'll do that maybe some other time when I know more Sanskrit. Okay, so Mangala Charan. Now my Gurudevs, before, at the beginning of every one of my Gurudev's books, he writes a full Mangala Charan there before he begins the work of translating. So Jnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I am blinded by the darkness of ignorance, but Shri Guru has mercifully opened my eyes, anointing them with the salve of divine knowledge. I offer pranam to that Shri Gurudev. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Acharya Singharupine Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava iti namine Atimartya Charitraya Swashritanang Chapaline Jiva Dukhe Sadartaya Shri Nama Premadayine. I offer my humble obeisances to the lion-like Acharya, Jagadguru Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, who always resides at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. His character, which is completely beyond mortality, is such that he nurtures those who take shelter of him with immense divine affection. But moreover, he always feels distress because of the suffering of the conditioned souls, and he blesses them with prem for the holy name. Gaurashraya Vigrahaya Kṛṣṇa Kamaikacharine Rupanuga Pravaraya Vinodeti Sarupine. He is the personification of one who is taking complete shelter, ashray, of Shri Gaura, and he is solely committed to satisfying the loving desires, the calm of Shri Kṛṣṇa. He is the foremost follower of Srila Rupa Gosvāmī, and by his constitutional identity, his Swarup, he is the pleasure, the vinod of Shri Radha Kṛṣṇa. That has a double meaning. In Kṛṣṇa Lila, Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja's eternal identity is Shri Vinod Manjari. Prabhupadantarangaya sarvasarguna shaline mayavada tamoghnaya vedantarta vide namaha. He is the intimate associate of Srila Prabhupada, and he is endowed with all auspicious qualities. He devours the dark ignorance of impersonalism by his knowledge of the true meaning of Vedanta. I offer my obeisances to him. Vairagya yug bhakti rasam prayatnair apayayan mam anabhipsumandham kripam buddhirya paradukka dukhi sanatanam tang prabhumashrayami. Due to being blinded by ignorance, I was unwilling to drink bhakti ras, the nectar of devotion imbued with intense attachment for Sri Krishna, and the consequent detachment from worldly existence. But Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī, with great effort, induced me to drink it, because he is an ocean of causeless mercy and cannot tolerate seeing the suffering of others. I therefore take complete shelter of him. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha. I offer my humble obeisances to that supremely magnanimous personality, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. He is the original form of Sri Krishna, but now, as Sri Gaurasundar, he has assumed the golden complexion of Srimati Radhika, and he is freely bestowing Sri Krishna Prem. I bow to him. I offer now my Gurudev's speaking. I offer prostrated obeisances again and again at the lotus feet of my Sri Gurudev, Ashtotarashata Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Who is an ocean of causeless mercy. To the acharyas of the Sri Guru Parampara, and especially to Jagat Guru Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī, who is very distressed by the sorrow of others, as well as to the greatly magnanimous Sri Shachinandan Gaur Hari, who is imbued with the mood and complexion of Srimati Radhika. After begging their mercy, I am now presenting the Bhav Anuvad of Srila Sanātana Goswami's Dig-darśinī commentary on Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. So Bhav Anuvad means taking the essence of the translation. It's not just a completely literal translation, but some places are not so clear, and so they are, made more clear, and it's taking essentially what Sanatana Goswami is giving in his Sanskrit. All right. Oh, and I'm just seeing Satyamataji's comment. Is makar the same as a paisley? From what I've understood, makar actually, let's look this up on wisdomlib.org. Sometimes it's explained as being a mythical creature. Sometimes it's explained as being a dolphin or a shark. Sometimes it has different. Here, I'll let you. Actually, no, never mind. What am I doing? I lost my spot. Sorry. One second. I messed something up. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay, so let's check out what is makar. I'll open this up and oops. 1 second. Okay, let's go to wisdomlib.org. Wisdomlib.org. This website's awesome. It has, anyways, let's just try it. Makar. Okay, so makar, there's 42 matches for makar here. Okay, not that one. Okay, so makar here in the Purāṇas and Itihasas, makar refers to sharks, according to Shiva Purāṇa. And then makar refers to a huge fish, acting as Virabhadra's bodyguards, also in Shiva Purāṇa. Makar refers to crocodile and represents the mount of Varuna, according to Shiva Purāṇa. Shiva Purāṇa saying 3 different things. Makar Vyuha. Huh. Okay. A sea monster. gift of a golden one in the ceremony of digging tanks. Anyhow. And makar corresponds with the Capricorn zodiac sign and refers to the 10th. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Makara, Mriga refers to the sign of Capricorn. Okay. Makar refers to a type of animal representing one of the several attributes or accessories of a deity commonly seen depicted in Hindu iconography, defined according to texts dealing with Shilpa arts and crafts. Vaishnavism. Here, let's see what it says, what it means in Vaishnavism. Okay, anyways, there's a bunch of different things here. It keeps on going on. Okay, Makar, the Mount of Varuna, is a mythical sea monster associated with either a shark or a crocodile. Varuna is the presiding deity of the invisible world and represents the inner reality of things. Yeah. Makar is also the vehicle of the Ganga. Oh, and Rup Manjari just sent some pictures. Let's see what pictures she sent. Oh, look, here's some, wait, let me try to put it up on the screen. Sorry. It's not letting me drag it up to the second screen. Oh, I know why, because I have it open like that. Okay, now it'll work. There. So Manjari just sent this. See, those are some makara-shaped earrings. Neat. Okay, so okay, now beginning the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā bhavanubhad. Oh, hey Kishore, I didn't see you there. Haribol. And Shubhananda Prabhu, I didn't see you either. Dvaipāyana. Kishore says, we see pics of Kṛṣṇa with fish or shark earrings. Yes. Okay. Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā bhavanubhad. Śrīla, so this is how Sanātana Gosvāmī begins with this prayer. Śrī sahitam natva Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam Dāmodarāṣṭakam vyākya Digesha darsyate dhuna. After offering obeisances to the Supreme Controller, Śrī Damodar, accompanied by Śrī Radha, this explanation of Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, known as Dig-darśinī, which means the insight that guides us toward the inner meaning, is herewith presented. With the intention of making his prayer, Śrī Satyavrata Muni first offers his devoted obeisances to Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa with the word namāmi, which invokes auspiciousness. He offers his obeisances by extolling Śrī Kṛṣṇa's supremacy through descriptions pertaining to the speciality of his tattva. Tattva means the profound fundamental truths related to him. Also, of his, he extols Krishna's supremacy through descriptions pertaining to the speciality of his tattva, his form, his pastimes, and his qualities. Thus, Śrī Satyavrata Muni declares the unique supremacy manifested by Śrī Kṛṣṇa in Gokula to be the very essence and entirety of Godhead. It is vital to offer respects to one's worshipful deity before beginning any task. Also, by this gesture, Śrī Satyavrata Muni exhibits his special feelings of dasya bhakti, devotion to Śrī Bhagavan in the mood of a servant. For this reason, he begins his prayer by offering his obeisances to the Supreme Lord. We see throughout Damodarāṣṭakam, there's going to be a gradual progression. It goes, yeah. So now he's praying with feelings of dasya bhakti, but then his feelings will increase. It's all, yeah, it's very beautiful. It goes through the whole process of sadhak goes through also. Now this is in square brackets, so a note. The commentator, Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī, first discusses the profound fundamental truths underlying the identity of Sri Bhagavan, Krishna Tattva. Herein, he relates Sri Satyavrata Muni's thoughts. On Hari Bol Sudevi Didi, Dhanavad. To whom am I offering obeisances? To Ishvar, the supreme controller. He is, okay, now Ishvar is divided into three things, is explained as three things. Ishvar means Sarva Shaktiman, Jagat Ekanath, and Nija Prabhu. Okay, so 1, Sarva Shaktiman, the possessor of all potency. 2, Jagat Ekanath, the sole lord of the entire world. And 3, Nija Prabhu, my own dear master. I'm offering my obeisances to that Ishvar. In the first facet of Ishvar, Sarva Shaktiman, the possessor of all potency, Sri Satyavrata Muni seeks the potency to offer prayers and glorification to Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. You are the possessor of all Shakti, and I have no Shakti. So please, only by your Shakti will I be able to offer any prayers to you. Then, in the second facet, the Lord Jagat Ekanath, the sole Lord of the entire world, Satyavrata Muni conveys that Ishvar is alone his topmost worshipful and praiseworthy Lord. Finally, in relation to the last facet of Ishvar, that he is my Nija Prabhu, my own dear master, Sri Satyavrata Muni expresses his own special bhakti for his Lord. Hari Bol Sudevi Didi. How is Ishvar manifest? Addressing this question, Sri Satyavrata Muni says, Ishvar is manifest as the beautiful form of concentrated, pure, eternal existence, full knowledge, and unlimited bliss, sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ. Thus, the sage has explained the unrivaled supremacy of Sri Kṛṣṇa, the object of his prayers, by narrating the special, profound, fundamental truths, the tattva, underlying his identity. Now the commentator discusses Sri Bhagavan's beautiful form. Sri Satyavrata Muni shows the exceptional supremacy of Sri Kṛṣṇa by describing the unique beauty of his form. He describes how his earrings are swinging, lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ. Because he is running away from his mother, Śrī Yaśodā, out of fear, yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād, or else because it is his nature to always make transcendental childish mischief due to unceasing restlessness. So those are why his earrings are swinging. Makara-shaped earrings constantly swing near his cheeks and seem to be playing there. In this way, the sage describes the speciality of the extraordinary splendor of Sri Kṛṣṇa's worshipful face. Yet another meaning of lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ. Oh, and Rup-Manjari, I think I heard the chat go again. Let's see if she sent another picture. No. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, there is another picture. Yes, here. There's another picture of, that's interesting, makara-shaped earrings. Huh, interesting. Okay, so yet another meaning of lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ is those two makara-shaped earrings have achieved the celebrated fortune of kissing Sri Kṛṣṇa's cheeks and are therefore the most exalted of all his ornaments. Consequently, simply by mentioning Sri Kṛṣṇa's earrings, the special fortune of all other ornaments adorning his various limbs is implied. We're reading like that how Param Gurudev says, by mentioning Atmani Vedan, the other 6 limbs of Sharanagati are implied. And by referring to Urjadar, referring to the observance of Kartik Vrat, the whole Chaturmas is implied. The 4 months of Chaturmasya are implied. And so, like in the same way, by mentioning his earrings, the special fortune of all other ornaments adorning his various limbs is implied. For this reason, Sri Satyavrata Muni is indicating, I am offering obeisances to that personality whose bodily luster beautifies his earrings. Do his earrings beautify Kṛṣṇa? No, Kṛṣṇa beautifies his earrings. In other words, Kṛṣṇa's limbs even beautify their own ornaments. For this reason, the gopis have said, and Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:29-40. Trailokyam sobhagam idam chanit Trailokyam sobhagam idam chaniriksharupam yargo dvijadrumamrga pulakam yabhibran. Gopis say, Dear Kṛṣṇa, as a result of beholding your beautiful form, which has enhanced the fortune of the three worlds, even the bodies of the cows, birds, trees, deer, and others have erupted with horripilation. Is it at all surprising then if your beautiful form bewilders us? Also, while Śrī Uddhava was describing Śrī Kṛṣṇa's beautiful form to Vidura, he said, Vismapanam swasya chaso bagarde param padam bhushana bhushanangam. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 3:2-12. So Uddhava says to Vidura, Śrī Kṛṣṇa's form is so captivating that even he is astonished when he sees himself. His beautiful form embodies the topmost limit of exceedingly good fortune and opulence. Indeed, ornaments usually beautify the person wearing them, but Śrī Kṛṣṇa's form is so beautiful that he actually increases the beauty of his ornaments. In other words, compared to all other divine forms in existence, the beauty of his form is supremely divine. So his ornaments, he ornaments his ornaments. Bhushana bhushanangam. Okay. Next, Śrī Satyavrata Muni. Next, Śrī Satyavrata Muni shows the extraordinary excellence of Śrī Kṛṣṇa by describing his special associates present with him in Gokula. He says, gokule bhrājamānam. How splendid it is when Śrī Kṛṣṇa is in Gokula, gokule, the home of his gopas, gopis, cows, calves, and others. In this place, which is particularly befitting, he manifests the exceptional supremacy, the bhrājamānam, of his pastimes, which he has never manifested anywhere else in any of the pastimes performed by his previous incarnations. Another meaning is that the outstanding environment of Gokula is effulgent with the mood of natural love. So when Śrī Kṛṣṇa is situated there, he is certainly most splendid, bhrājamānam. This is also described in various places in Shastra. In the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, it is described as follows. Chakasa gopi parishargator chitas trailokya lakshmieka padam vapur dadhat. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:32-14. Śrī Kṛṣṇa, for whom perfected mystic yogis prepare a seat in their purified lotus-like hearts, appeared as the reservoir of all beauty, unequaled within the three worlds. He accepted the seat offered by the gopis and was worshipped by them. When he sat in their midst, he appeared even more splendorous. Now, in the remainder of this line, beginning with Yaśodā, as well as in the whole next verse, Śrī Satyavrata Muni affirms the unparalleled excellence of his worshipful Lord by describing his extraordinary pastimes. So he was going through Nam, Rup, Guna, and now Lila. Due to its surrounding context, Yaśodāya means from his mother, Śrī Yaśodā. The meaning of bhiyā means fearful, right? So the meaning of bhiyā is that Śrī Kṛṣṇa feared being punished for breaking the earthen pot of butter, as well as raiding its contents and making other types of mischief. A pot of butter had been hung from the ceiling, high above the ground for protection, but Kṛṣṇa had climbed upon an overturned grinding mortar and was stealing butter from it. The meaning of ūlakalāt literally means from the grinding mortar. So the meaning of ūlakalāt is when he saw his mother coming with a stick in her hands, he immediately leapt from the grinding mortar. and dhāvamānaṁ, ran away very quickly. The 9th chapter of Śrīmad Bhagavatam's 10th canto contains a detailed narration of this pastime. It is recommended that one reflect upon it. Okay, so let's sing this is from Śrīmad Bhagavatam chapter 10th canto, chapter 9. This is verse 8. Ulukhalangrer upari vyavastitam markaya kamam dadatang shichistitam hayangarvam chorya vishankitekshanam nirikshya paschat sutamagamatchanai. Could break it. Sutam agamachanai. After climbing on top of the overturned grinding mortar, Sri Kṛṣṇa began feeding the monkeys to his great satisfaction, giving them butter from a pot that had been hung from the ceiling in order to protect it. Because he was stealing, he was anxiously looking here and there. Seeing him like this, Mother Yaśodā slowly approached him from behind. Tam atayashtim prasamikshya satvaras tato varuhya pasasarabhitavat gopyan vadavan nayamapayoginam kshamam praveshtum tapaseritam mana. This is the next verse in the 9th chapter, 10th canto, verse 9. As soon as Sri Kṛṣṇa saw his mother with a stick in her hand, he hastily jumped from the grinding mortar and began running away as if totally overcome by fear. Great mystics whose hearts have been completely purified by performing austerities are qualified to merge with Brahma. Yet, they fail to catch Sri Kṛṣṇa. On the other hand, considering him to be her little child, Yaśodā Devi ran after that same Sri Kṛṣṇa in order to catch him. Seeing her son fleeing after being caught making mischief, Mother Yaśodā ran after him. She ran much faster than he did and seized him from behind. By describing that she ran much faster than Sri Kṛṣṇa with the words atyantato drutya, Sri Satyavrata Muni alludes to the exceptional beauty of Mother Yaśoda's breast, hips, and full-figured body, and also indicates her special affection for her son. The use of the loving address gopyā instead of yaśodaya signifies that only those who are born in cowherd families have the great fortune of seeing these pastimes. Furthermore, by saying parāmṛṣṭam, that she caught him from behind, Sri Satyavrata Muni indicates Sri Kṛṣṇa's special affection for Mother Yaśodā. In other words, he is declaring that Sri Kṛṣṇa is Bhakta-vatsal. He has particular affection for his devotees. Here also, it is beneficial to carefully study the following verse from the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Anvanchamana janani brihachala Chroni bharakranta gati sumadhyama Javena vistrang shita kesha bandhana Achyuta prasuna gati parāmṛṣṭam. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam, the next verse in the 9th chapter. As slender-waisted Yaśodā chased Sri Kṛṣṇa, her pace was slowed down by the weight of her large swaying hips. As she ran after him, her hair loosened, and the flowers that were woven into her braid fell to the ground, as if following behind her. Despite all of this, she continued to chase Kṛṣṇa, and at last she caught hold of him from behind. Thus ends the English rendition of the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā on the first verse. Jai Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī Pada Ki Jai. Okay, now continuing on with the Dig-darśinī-vṛtti by my Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Okay, this is a very long commentary. I'm not sure if we'll be able to finish it because it's pretty long, but we'll see where we get to. We have 45 more minutes of reading time. In order to glorify his worshipful Lord, Śrī Kṛṣṇa, and hopeful of obtaining his most cherished desire, Śrī Satyavrata Muni starts his prayer with Mangalacharan, an auspicious invocation, beginning with the word namāmi. Invocations of auspiciousness are of three types. What is it? It's namaskaratmak, vastu nirdeshatmak, and ashirvadatmak. So that means those who offer respects, namaskaratmak, those which point out the subject matter being discussed, vastu nirdeshatmak, and those which grant a benediction, ashirvadatmak. This is explained in the beginning of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Haribo, Kṛṣṇa Mai Didi. Okay. Here the sage invokes auspiciousness by first offering his respects through the word namāmi, and then continues his mangalacharan by indicating the subject being discussed. Ishvar. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the original Lord. He's the original Ishvar, the original Lord of all lords. Sri Shukadev Goswāmī provides the evidence for this in Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Ete chanksha kala pungsa Kṛṣṇastu Bhagavan Svayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 1.3.28. Among the incarnations described in the preceding verses, some are expansions of the Purusha avatar Karanarnava Shai Mahavishnu, and some are Avish avatars. All of these incarnations descend in each age to protect the world when it is tormented by the demons. However, Vrajendranandan Śrī Kṛṣṇa, the son of the king of Vraj, is Swayam Bhagavan, the only form of Bhagavan with no source other than himself. He is the original primeval personality, and Mahavishnu is his expansion. Sri Brahma, the original guru of our sampradaya, states in his prayers, Ishvara Parama Kṛṣṇa sac-cid-ānanda-vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. That's Sri Brahma Samhita 5.1. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the supreme Lord and Master of all other lords, and he is the embodiment of pure eternal existence, full knowledge, and unlimited bliss. He is the primeval Lord, Govinda, for he has no beginning or origin, as he himself is the origin of is the source of everything, including all the incarnations of Vishnu and all his empowered servitors. He is the ultimate cause of all consequent causes. Hare Krishna Rajbhuvan Yadavji. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the Lord and Master. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the Lord of the masters of creation who are worshipped by the whole world, and he is the origin of all incarnations. However, in Vraj, he offers respects to his father Nanda Baba, to Mother Yaśodā, and to his other elders. So he's the Lord of any form of the Lord, or any devata, any demigod, any demigoddess, any kind of god like that. He is the master of them. But he offers respects to his father Nanda Baba, to Yaśodā, and to his other elders. He becomes blissful when he loses the games he plays with his friends, and when he eats their remnants and feeds them his own. Even when he's defeated again and again in the assembly of the gopis, he considers it his great fortune. It was because of his own desire to obtain the pleasing association of the beautiful damsels of Vraj that he called them at the time of the Rasa Lila. He called them, they did not call him. This Śrī Kṛṣṇa is sac-cid-ānanda, pure eternal existence, full knowledge, and unlimited bliss. Sat means existence. Śrī Kṛṣṇa's inherent nature is that he exists as a fresh youth who is the best of dancers. His extremely charming form as a tender youth is even more attractive than Dwarkadish, the form of Śrī Kṛṣṇa when he resides in Dwarka. It is only because Śrī Kṛṣṇa's original form, Brajendra Nandan, exists that all other lords, as well as this whole world, have their existence. Chit means that knowledge which manifests all relationships, all sambandha, and permanent spiritual emotions, bhav. So the relationship that we have with Kṛṣṇa and all the feelings that we have for Kṛṣṇa in that relationship, the different dasya, sakya, vatsalya, madhur, like that, all this. As bhav condenses, it gradually passes through the progressive stages of prem, sneha, man, pranay, rag, anurag, and bhav, and finally transforms into mahabhav. Mahabhav is Śrī Radha herself, and she is therefore known as Mahabhav Sarupini, the embodiment of Mahabhav. So you can really see how this Chit and Ananda are completely inseparable, the relationship that they have. Because there's a sambandha, the knowledge, the relationship, this knowledge, but then this knowledge is combined with the feelings of that knowledge, right? The ananda, the bliss. When the three components, pure eternal existence, sat, full knowledge, chit, and unlimited bliss, ananda, are manifest in one combined form, then the identity of that form is Śrī Radha Kanta, the basis and entirety of Sat, Chit, and Ananda, and the beloved of Srimati Radhika. This very entity is himself the sublimely pure existential substance, Vishuddha Sattva. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the object, he is the Vishaya of all the rasas, of all loving sentiments, and his devotees, the Ashray, are the abodes of love for him. Krishna is the Vishaya, the object of all the rasas, and the devotees are the Ashray. They are the abode of the love for him. As the object of love, he cannot comprehend the topmost transformations exhibited by his devotees, the abodes of love for him. He can't comprehend what the transformations exhibited by his devotees when they experience their various moods, such as Rudha and Adi-Rudha. Therefore, Śrī Kṛṣṇa accepts the form of Śrī Sachinandan Gaur Hari and becomes radiant with the mood and bodily complexion of Śrī Radha, the supreme abode of love for Kṛṣṇa. In that form, he fulfills his three longings. What are his three longings? It's in the editor's footnote. Śrī Kṛṣṇa's three longings are described by Śrīla Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosvāmī and Śrī Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, verse 7 from the beginning. Desiring to know the glory of Radharani's love for him, the Pranay Mahima. What is it in him that makes her maddened with love? Arbhuta Madhurima. And the nature of the pleasure she experiences by loving him. Sokam chasyam. Sokyam. The sokyam that she feels. So to understand those three things, Bhagavan Śrī Hari, fully resplendent with her emotions, appeared from Srimati Shachi Devi's womb, just as the moon appeared from the ocean. So what is it? It is the Pranay Mahima, the Adbhut Madhurima, and the Sokyam. The glory of Radharani's love, Pranay Mahima. What is it in him that makes her maddened with his love? This extraordinary sweetness, Adbhuta Madhurima, and then the pleasure she experiences, the Sokyam that she experiences, the happiness. Taste these three things. Okay. So I'm sorry I'm stopping on different points. I'm just trying to, for myself also, I'm trying to make trying to ingrain points, because lots of times I just read things and I forget it all. Okay. In many places throughout Śrīmad Bhagavatam, the sweetness of Śrī Kṛṣṇa's beautiful form of his Rup has been described. However, among all of them, three specific descriptions are extraordinarily wonderful and touch the heart. The first description was spoken by Sri Brahma, the grandfather of the universe. Notice how we're going through, first we went through Krishna's tattva, then Krishna's name, and now his nam, rup, guna. We went through his guna first, actually, right? No, we'll go through his guna later on. And now we're going through his rup. So Brahma says, no mirdate bravapushe tarirambaraya gunjavatang saparipichala sanmukhaya vanyasraje kavalavetra vishanaveno lakshma shriye mridupade pashupangajaya. Is this Śrīmad Bhagavatam, 14th chapter of the 10th canto, verse 1. So these are like three of the main descriptions of Krishna's beauty described in Śrīmad Bhagavatam. These are like the three most prominent descriptions of Krishna's beauty. So Brahma prays, O Master, in the entire universe, only you are worthy of being praised. O Vrajendra Nandan, son of the king of Vraj, your body, appearing like a fresh rain cloud, is adorned with a yellow cloth that glistens like lightning and appears amazingly brilliant. Because you are wearing makara-shaped earrings and a peacock feather on your head, your lotus face radiates an uncommon splendor. Around your neck is a garland made of innumerable kinds of forest flowers and leaves. Tucked under your arm are a cane and a buffalo horn. Your flute, which is tied by your waist belt, looks very beautiful. In your lovely soft hands is a morsel of yogurt and rice. Even you are attracted by this cowherd boy attire of yours. I simply fall to the ground like a stick again and again at your feet, which are softer than the lotuses and which are marked with all the auspicious signs. Okay, the second description of Krishna's beauty was spoken of Krishna's rup, was spoken by the wives of the Brahmanas of Mathura. This is in the 10th canto, chapter 23, verse 22. Shamam hiranya pariding vanamalya barha dhatu pravala natavesham anavratangse vinyastahastamitarena dunanamabjam karnot palalaka kapola mukabjahasam. His complexion was dark bluish like a fresh monsoon rain cloud, and the glistening yellow cloth that was draped on his shoulders subdued the splendor of gold. There was a garland of forest flowers around his neck, and a beautiful peacock feather splendidly adorned his head. Playful designs were painted on his limbs with colored minerals, and he had decorated himself with bunches of newly sprouted leaves. He looked just like a dramatic dancer. He was resting one hand on the shoulder of a friend, and with the other hand, he was playfully twirling a lotus flower. Ornaments decorated his ears, and curls of black hair were cascading down his cheeks as his lotus face blossomed with a mild, playful smile. The third description, found in Venu Geet, when the gopis sang about Sri Krishna's flute, was spoken by Srila Shukadeva Gosvāmī. Here he is describing the sweetness of Sri Krishna's beautiful form as revealed in the hearts of the Vraja gopis. Okay, so we heard Brahma's description of Krishna's beauty, then the wives of the Mathura Brahmins, and now the gopis, the Vraja gopis, their description. And this is said to be the most, I've heard this is said to be the most, the topmost glorification of Krishna's rup in the Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Hari Bol, Janardhan Prabhu. Parhapidam not, no. What's the meter for this again? Okay, got it. Parhapidam natavaravappu karnayo karnikaram pipradvasa kanakakapisham vaijayantim chamalam randran venor Adarasudaya Purayan Gopa Vrindaranyam Swapadaram Brahmanam Pravishargita Kirti. It's the same meter as the last verse of Upadeshamrita and also Gurum Goshte Goshtala. Nam Asheshtam Manomapi Sachi Putramatra Sarupam. Same meter. This is Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:21-5. So the gopis, they describe Krishna's beauty as follows. Within their hearts, the damsels of Braj began to see that Shri Krishna entered the charming forest of Vrindavan, accompanied by his cowherd boyfriends. A peacock feather decorated the top of his head, and yellow karnikar, oleander flowers, were resting on top of his ears. He wore a golden yellow garment on his body, and a beautiful fragrant garland strung from 5 kinds of forest flowers circled his neck and hung down to his knees. Shri Krishna appeared like the best of dancers performing a supremely captivating drama upon a stage. He filled up the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, as the cowherd boys followed behind him, singing his glories, which purify the entire world. In this way, the forest of Vrindavan, which is more charming than the divine realm of Vaikuntha, has become even more splendid from the impressions of his adorable lotus feet, which are marked with all the auspicious symbols, like the conch and disc. There is yet another description of his beauty within the 5 chapters of Śrīmad Bhagavatam that recount Raslila within the Rasa Panchadhyaya. The gopis, allured by the bewildering potency of Shri Krishna's flute song, left their homes in the middle of the night and went to Shri Krishna. Yet when they came before him, he teased them and told them to return to their homes. At that time, the gopis described the sweetness of Shri Krishna's beautiful form. The gopis said, Kastrangate kalapadayata venugita samohitarya charitana chaletrilokyam trailokya sobhagamidam chaniriksharupam yargo dvijadrumamriga pulakanya bibran. This is Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:29-40. O Shri Shyamasundar, from your flute come the most endearing, slowly rolling melodies. Your beautiful form brings auspiciousness upon the entire universe. Moreover, upon seeing your beautiful form, even the bodies of the cows, birds, trees, and deer erupt with horripilation. After hearing the sweet melodies of your flute and beholding your captivating form, is there any woman in all the 3 worlds who would not become attached to you and, leaving aside all proper conduct and shyness, deviate from her religious principles? Upon hearing the sound of Shri Krishna's flute, the gopis of Braj forgot everything. They forgot their fear, their hesitation, patience, dignity, and so forth. Regardless of the condition they were in, they eagerly ran to meet Shri Krishna. Without even calling their dearmost girlfriends, the Pran-priya-sakis, they ran to him. Each gopi thought, Shri Krishna is calling only me. When Shri Krishna saw that the gopis, who are the incomparable treasures of Braj, had come to him, he tried to bewilder them with his delightful art of speaking. Krishna said, "Oh beautiful cowherd girls, why have you come here alone at this time of night? Have you come to see nature's splendor and the beauty of this forest? If so, then return to your homes now. The duty of a lady of noble descent is to serve her husband, father, brothers, and friends. Even if her husband is bad-natured, unfortunate, foolish, old, diseased, or poor, her duty is to serve him. Go back to your homes." This is from, you can see Śrīmad Bhagavatam, same chapter, chapter 29, verses 19, 21, 22, 24, and 25. Hearing these unpleasant words from their dearmost beloved, the gopis became morose and pained at heart. They answered, "Dear Shyamasundar, your advice is correct, but by instructing us, you have become our guru, and one should first serve one's guru. Now please accept our service. Till this moment, our hearts were absorbed in household duties, but now you have stolen our hearts. How will we return to our homes?" So see, it's same chapter, verses 31, 32, and 34. When Sri Krishna was concluding his manifest pastimes, he called upon Sri Uddhav and told him, "Soon I will leave you behind in this world to propagate Bhagavat Dharma." After Sri Krishna actually disappeared from this world, Sri Uddhav set out for Braj, overwhelmed by separation from him. On the way, he met Sri Vidura and told him that Sri Krishna had concluded his pastimes. In that context, Sri Uddhav described Sri Krishna's beautiful form as follows. Uddhav said, "Yan martyalilo paikam swayoga, maya balam darshayata grihitam, vismapanam svasya chaso bagardhe param padang bhushana bhushanangam." That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 3-12. By the power of his internal potency, Yogamaya, Sri Krishna exhibited his original eternal form within this mortal sphere, a form which is perfectly suited for his human-like pastimes, a form so captivating that even he is astonished when he sees himself. His beautiful form is the embodiment of the topmost limit of exceedingly good fortune and opulence. Indeed, ornaments usually beautify the person who wears them, but Krishna's form is so beautiful that he actually beautifies his ornaments. In other words, compared to all other divine forms in existence, the beauty of his form is supremely divine. Furthermore, when Sri Krishna disappeared from the gopis at the time of Ras Lila, the gopis sang about their separation from him in deep lamentation. Hearing that kirtan, Sri Krishna, unable to restrain himself, again appeared in their midst. Srila Shukadeva Goswāmī describes his beauty at that time. Shukadeva Goswāmī says, this is in the second verse of the 30, this is right after Gopi Geet, in the next chapter, 32. This is verse 2. Tasamavirabhuj chori smayamānam pitambaradārasragvi shakshan manmatam. Oh my God. Srivas, when he was, I saw in an article that he recently translated that he transliterated sra as stra. And I see that he was even doing that when he was 14, because it does actually look like that in Bengali. It looks like a stra, but it's actually sra. Just funny to see he did that when he was 14 and also when he was. Okay, so when Sri Krishna appeared before the gopis, his lotus face blossomed with a mild smile. A beautiful forest flower garland decorated his neck and chest, and a yellow cloth graced his shoulders. He even turned the mind of the god of love, who agitates the minds of all, for he is directly the original transcendental god of love. He says, Pitambar Dara. At first, Sri Krishna was clasping the yellow cloth he wore as an upper garment between his hands. The import of this is as follows. When Sri Krishna saw the gopis' moods of separation from him, he wiped away their tears with his yellow cloth. He realized that he had given so much trouble to his dear beloveds, and thus he considered himself an offender. Begging pardon for his offense, He then placed part of his yellow garment between his teeth, as though biting a piece of straw, a sign of great humility. The appearance of his beautiful form at that time was capable of agitating the minds of millions and millions of cupids. When Srila Shukadeva Goswami spoke this verse, he became absorbed in the moods of the gopis. In that state, forgetful of himself, he became perturbed and asked he addressed Śrī Kṛṣṇa as Shori. This is an insult, actually. I mean, in a deeper meaning, it's an insult. By calling Kṛṣṇa Shori in the mood of an irritated gopi, Srila Shukadeva Goswami was saying, "You are cruel like a warrior. You are not from the soft-hearted cowherd dynasty. Otherwise, you would have not left all of us." When Śrī Kṛṣṇa, manifesting all the splendor of his incomparable form, appeared in the assembly of the gopis, they became completely overwhelmed with love for him. The love that Sri Bhagavan's associates have for him within their hearts determines how much his immaculate beauty is revealed. I love this point. Let's reread that. The love that Sri Bhagavan's associates have for him within their hearts determines how much his immaculate beauty is revealed. So every servant of Krishna, everybody, all of Krishna's associates, they all have particular moods for Krishna. And Sri Krishna manifests his beauty, his form, according to their moods. So they each have, and that's why we see all the 6 Goswamis. I mean, this is just how I've understood it. Like, we see Rupa Goswami. For Rupa Goswami, Krishna manifests as Radha Govinda, right? And for, like that. For Jiva Goswami, Krishna manifests as Radha Damodar. Krishna has a different form according to the love of his devotee. So Yasoda always sees Krishna as a little boy, her little, but then, yeah, so he has a unique form for each devotee. No devotee sees Krishna in the same way as the other devotee, or the other associate. Sri Bhagavan manifests his personal sweetness according to the greatness of his associates' love for him. Srila Shukadeva Goswami further clarifies this. Chakasa gopi parishargator chitus trailokya lakshmi padam vapur dadat. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam, same chapter, the chapter after Gopi Gita 32, verse 14. As Bhagavan Sri Krishna sat among thousands upon thousands of gopis who were all worshipping him, he appeared so splendid. All the beauty throughout the 3 worlds, all the beauty ever manifest in the past, all the beauty manifest now, and all the beauty that will ever manifest in the future is only the dim glow of is only a dim glow from a drop of Sri Bhagavan's own beauty. He alone is the abode of all beauty. Wow. Oh, I'm just noticing the comments here. Okay, I'm going to take note of this. Thank you, Satyamataji. On the oleander flowers, poisonous. Maybe translate. Okay, this is great. This is very helpful. Thank you. Śrī Nārāyaṇa is also beautiful. Attracted by his beautiful form, Lakshmi remains engaged in the service of his worshipful feet day and night. However, as soon as Lakshmi Devi remembers the sweetness of Sri Krishna within her heart, she longs to see his sweet form directly, and she resolves, since I cannot obtain entrance into Ras Lila, I will watch it from a distance. What is the reason for this eagerness? It has been said that the incomparable form that Sri Krishna manifested within the Ras Lila and the assembly of the gopis was never exhibited anywhere else. What is that form like? His form turns the mind of even Cupid, who agitates the minds of all, for he is directly the original transcendental Cupid. Another point about Krishna's beauty that I really like is in Chaitanya Charitamrita in the Adi Lila chapter 4. It describes, if I remember correctly, it describes the competition because Krishna manifests himself according to the love of his devotees, and Srimati Radhika's love is always constantly increasing unlimitedly. So Krishna's beauty is constantly increasing according to her love. And so there's a competition between his beauty and her love constantly. It's her love's increasing and his beauty is increasing to match that love, like that. Okay. In the first verse of Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, Śrī Satyavrata Muni describes the very same enchanting form of Śrī Kṛṣṇa as a 2.5-year-old baby running away from Mother Yaśodā. As he fled from his mother, he repeatedly looked behind him with terrified glances. His earrings shimmered on his cheeks, and his neck was decorated by 3 graceful lines. Other than the auspicious gold cord around his waist and the pair of ankle bells clasping his 2 worshipful lotus feet, resonating with unsurpassed charm, his tiny form was completely naked, other than the gold cord around his waist and the ankle bells. He was completely naked. The conclusion that the manifestation of Śrī Kṛṣṇa's beauty is relative to his devotees' love for him is also established by Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī in his Śrī Bhagavatamrita. And it'd be nice to find out what verse this is referring to. Anybody would like to help in that way? That'd be great. I like to give a reference for everything that's quoted, but there's no reference here. So in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Sanātana Gosvāmī says, the unique qualities of Śrī Bhagavan's beauty manifest in accordance with the unique qualities of his associates. In order to bestow his mercy upon, so when we're glorifying Krishna's beauty, we're also glorifying his associates, because he's manifesting we're glorifying his associates' love for him. In order to bestow his mercy upon the souls who are indifferent to him, and to bless them with Vraja-prema, the love exhibited by the eternal inhabitants of Vraj, Śrī Kṛṣṇa manifested his beautiful form as a fresh youth, the best of dancers, dressed as a cowherd boy holding a flute in his hands. This very form of Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the origin and basis of all his forms in Mathura, Dwarka, and is also the source of all other avatars. I just had a thought. How can you get more personal than Kṛṣṇa having a unique form for each one of his devotees, each one of his associates? You can't get more personal than that. So Kṛṣṇa Even though the main subject of Śrīla Sanātana Gosvāmī's commentary on this verse is Śrī Kṛṣṇa's childhood pastimes, he has quoted a description of Śrī Kṛṣṇa's beautiful form exhibited at the time of the Ras Lila, in order to convey the extraordinary glory of that particular form. Yes. Okay, now, in chapter 9 of the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, there's a description of Śrī Damodar Lila. We have 10 more minutes to read. Oh, and Vidya Lalasa Didi, if you send me a message on WhatsApp, I can send you something about meters, Sanskrit meters. You have to send me messages on WhatsApp, otherwise I always forget to do things like that. So yeah, I can give you a guide for the meters. In chapter 9 of the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, there's a description of Śrī Damodar Lila. Many gopis constantly complained to Śrī Yaśodā. They said, "Your son steals from our houses and eats our butter." "Oh, Yaśodā, worse than that. He throws milk, yogurt, and butter everywhere. If he actually ate it, it would be all right, but he doesn't. He smashes our pots of milk and yogurt and unties the calves. How can we tolerate this daily loss of milk and yogurt any longer? We have all decided to leave your settlement of Vraj and live elsewhere." Mother Yaśodā heard these complaints every day. She began to wonder, could it be that my darling boy finds the butter that comes from our own home not tasty? Is it sour? Is that why he doesn't eat it? but instead sneaks into the houses of the other gopis to steal their butter? If that is the case, then today I will prepare sweet butter for my dear son with my own hands. He will surely eat that and not go to other houses to steal their butter. It was the festival of Deepavali, so she gave leave to all of her servants and maidservants. She personally milked Mangala, Ganga, Pishangi, and other cows, and then boiled the milk until it started condensing. When it was the right warmth, she added yogurt culture to it, and then in the early morning, she personally set to churning the freshly cultured yogurt. As she was churning, she became completely immersed in love for her darling son and began to sing. This reminds me so much of my Gurudev's Harikatha because he mentioned like this, yeah. As the churning rod rotated back and forth, it made a deep reverberating sound, dik, like the large drumhead of a mridanga, and also a tapping sound, tan, like the small drumhead. Thus, the full sound was dik-tan, dik-tan. The meaning implied is that any soul who does not worship and remember Śrī Radha Kṛṣṇa leads a life that is so dull, so tan, that he is no better than an animal. Such a soul is condemned, dik. As she turned, the ringing of her bangles sounded like the ringing of kartals. Lost in thought of her darling son, she started to sing. In his stotram, Sri Bilvamangal Thakur has also described how Mother Yasoda began to sing in this pastime. Kvachit prabhate dadipurna patre nikshipya mantam yuvate mukundam alokya ganam vividam karoti Govinda Damodarāṣṭakam. That's verse 19 of Śrī Govinda Damodar Stotram. Once at dawn, as Yasoda Devi was about to place the churning rod in a pot of yogurt, she gazed upon her child, Mukunda. At once she became overwhelmed with love and sang this wonderful song. Oh my Govinda, my Damodar, oh my dear Madhav, Govinda Damodarāṣṭakam. Okay, now I just want all of your opinion. It says, once at dawn, as Yasoda Devi was about to place the churning rod in a pot of yogurt, she gazed upon her child. There's a footnote here that says, it is to be noted that there's a slight variation in Sri Bilvamangal's description of this pastime because of his personal realization. I really think that is an unnecessary footnote. I wrote a comment here. I said, I don't understand this. What is the difference? Is it really necessary? Would anyone get confused that Mother Yasoda was about to put a rod in a pot of yogurt? Bilvamangal isn't even referring to some very specific pastime. He's just, yeah, anyways, so I think that should be removed. But if anybody disagrees with me, let me know. Okay. So Sri Kṛṣṇa, the darling son of Mother Yasoda, forever begs parental love from his mother. Mother Yasoda was completely absorbed in the moods of her Mother Yasoda was completely absorbed in the moods of her song and was brimming with affection for Kṛṣṇa. When he heard her singing, her voice saturated with love for him, he could not restrain himself. He began to think, every day, Mother sings little songs with great tenderness to awaken me. But today, she has not come, and I am so hungry. The Supreme Lord of everything, the Supreme Lord of everything, who is independently blissful and self-satisfied, who is Atmaram and Aptakam, was hungry. He began to cry loudly for his mother's breast milk. My dear Lord, how glorious you are! On this day, the effect of Sri Kṛṣṇa's crying remained unknown to anyone. It simply merged into the fathomless ocean of Mother Yasoda's parental affection, for she was so absorbed in her Sankirtan that she was unable to hear him. With great difficulty, Kanhaiya, who was lying on his belly, moved little by little to the edge of his bed and then got down. Rubbing his eyes and crying, he somehow made it to where his mother was churning, tottering like an intoxicated elephant along the way. He caught hold of the churning rod and stopped it from twirling. Mother Yasoda's absorption broke. Seeing her darling son at her side, she immediately sat him on her lap and began breastfeeding him. Just by seeing her dear Kṛṣṇa, her limbs became decorated by all the ashta-sattvic bhavs, the 8 types of bodily transformations arising from ecstatic love. Furthermore, the special emotion of motherly affection manifested. Namely, milk began to flow from her breasts. So I was joking, this is kind of like a navam sattvic bhav, right? We always hear about the ashta sattvic bhavs, but there's one special sattvic bhav that's only with the Mother Yasoda, her mother, for the mothers of Kṛṣṇa, that milk begins to flow from their breasts. According to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this is very nice. This is now we're seeing how this relates to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. We can see the tattva behind this, the rasa tattva behind this. According to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, baby Kṛṣṇa is the Vishaya Alambana of Vatsalya Ras. That is, he is the object upon which motherly love depends. Okay, so he's the Vishaya Alambana, the object upon which motherly love depends. His mother, Śrī Yasodā, is the Ashraya Alambana, or the reservoir of love for him. Baby Kṛṣṇa's gorgeous face is the Udipana, or the stimulus that rouses motherly love. And Mother Yasoda's tears, the standing on end of her bodily hairs, the flowing of milk from her breasts, and so on, are the sattvic bhavs, or transformations of ecstasy in her body. So all of these ingredients of love, namely vibhav, and vibhav refers to those 3 things that we just mentioned, that was just mentioned, Vishaya Alambana, Ashraya Alambana, and Udipan. That's Kṛṣṇa, the object of affection, Ashraya, the abode of love for Kṛṣṇa, the devotee who is the abode of love for Kṛṣṇa, and Udipan, the stimulus which rouses that love. So that's all under vibhav. So all of these ingredients of love, namely vibhav, anubhav, these are the deep emotions that are realized through the outward expressions of the body, and so forth, then combines with Mother Yasoda's own sthāyi bhav. That's her own eternal, permanent feelings for Kṛṣṇa, namely Vatsalya Rati. And she began to relish Vatsalya Ras. Okay, so that's Vatsalya Ras. That's Vatsalya Ras broken down. It is vibhav, anubhav, mixed with the sthāyi bhav. Then you taste, then she relishes Vatsalya Ras. Suddenly, the milk started boiling over as if it were thinking. The mother was, I love it. Like, one thing I find so beautiful in this is everything in Vraj, all inanimate objects even, they're conscious. They have feelings, they have thoughts. The milk is now thinking. Mother Yasoda's breasts are the source of all the milk contained within all the universes. Her supply of breast milk is inexhaustible, and the stomach of baby Kṛṣṇa is not at all small. All the universes can fit inside it. She will never tire of breastfeeding him, and he can drink forever. In that case, I will always remain bereft of the opportunity to serve Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, it is pointless to maintain my worthless life, a life devoid of service. Thinking like this, the milk began to sacrifice himself into the fire. Practicing devotees, sadhaks, should also have this type of anxiousness. They should think, if while performing bhajan, we do not gain even a glimpse of Śrī Bhagavan or realize the mercy of his pastimes and divine abode, then our lives are worthless. Deprived of seeing Śrī Gaurasundar and his associates, Śrī Narottam Thakur says, Pashane kutivo mata analepo shivo Gauranga gunera nidhi kota gele pabo. That's from Prarthana, Song 41. I shall dash my head upon a stone or enter into a blazing fire. Where will I find that treasure house of all wonderful qualities, Śrī Gauranga? I see, it is 8:30. So it is time for us to end our reading. I really want to go on longer, but I was stopping too much. No, and actually this chapter is very long. So we will finish it tomorrow. Yes, we'll finish it tomorrow. And we can recap also what we read today, tomorrow, so that we get the flow of it all. So I'll end here. And Haribo, Dandavat Pranams, Sajan Maharaj. Wow, Sajan Maharaj is with us. And Haribo Rasay Shri Mataji. Okay, great. Rasay Shri Mataji. Okay. All right, so yeah, we'll end with singing Damodarāṣṭakam and we'll finish this chapter tomorrow. Let's go to, or maybe I'll open it here. I'm gonna make a document which just has Damodarāṣṭakam, so you don't have to do this again. Okay, one second. Just drinking some water, getting my mridanga, and then we'll start. Damodara. Okay. Namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānaṁ parāmṛṣṭam atyantato drutya gopyā namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam Horodanta mohornitra yogmamrijanta karam bhoja yogmena satankanetra mohshvasa kampa trirekanka Stita Graivadamo Dharam Bhaktivedānta namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam. I just realized I have noise suppression on. Let me turn that off so you can hear the mridanga. Okay. Iti drik-swalilabhi ananda-kunde swagoshami manjantam akyapayan Tadiyeshitargesho bhaktarjitatam puna prema tasam Satyavrata vande O namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam. varam deva moksham na mokshavadim va na chanyam vrineham varesharabhiha oidam deva purnata gopala padam sada me manasya virastam ke manay o namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam idam te mukham bhojam-avyakta-nīlar vritam kuṇḍalai snigdha-raktaśca gopyā mohushumbitam bimba-rakta-dharane manasya virastam alam-lakshala namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam Mother Yaśodā Vishnu prasiddha prabhu dukha jalabdhimagnam kripa-drishti-vṛshtyati dinam patano grihanesha mamagyame dakshidrisha namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam kuberatmajo bhata murtaiva yadvat tvaya mochito bhakti bhajo krito cha tata prema bhaktim swakame prayacha namokshe graho me Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam namāmīśvaraṁ sac-cid-ānanda-rūpaṁ lasat-kuṇḍalaṁ gokule bhrājamānam namastestu dāme Puradiptidame Atvadiyodārāyata Vishvasadhame Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai O Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai Namo-nanta-līlai Devāya-tubhyam Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai O Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai O Namo-radhikāyai Tvadiya-priyāyai Namo-nanta-līlai Devāya-tubhyam Namo-nanta-līlai Devāya-tubhyam Radha Damodara 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 Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Damodara Radha Damodara Jai Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Jai Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, everybody. Just a quick question before, Kishore, if you don't mind doing the Jai Dwani, that would be great. And just before that, I'd like to know from everybody, um, would you prefer I just read through everything and like didn't stop? The reason why I have been stopping is because then it makes me retain it better. Like I'm not just moving on. Like it, when I say something, then it like kind of puts like a bookmark in different places for me. So then I have, I don't know. I think I'm able to retain more when I do that. But also, I've gotten this comment before that it's kind of annoying when I keep on stopping and they just want me to get on with reading. So you can let me know how would you like me to do it. Kishore says that he likes the comments. Okay, great. Also, if any of you here on Zoom want to contribute anything, and also on the YouTube chat or Facebook chat, um, yeah, you can feel free to chime in anytime. Like you can with your voice. You know what I mean? You can. But okay, Krishna, my Didi says that she likes it too. Cool. Okay, Kishore. Oh, and I'll answer your thing with Vidyalala Didi at the end. But Kishore, would you like to do Jaidwani now?
Sure. About the Bilva Mangal Thakur's comment though, or not comment but footnote, whether you should remove it or not. I mean, if
Yes.
it's in if it's in
It's
Gurudev's original Hindi, it's not.
it's not. It's not. It's an editor's
Oh,
footnote. It's added by the editors.
yeah, I don't think it's necessary then.
Yeah, like there's nothing confusing about it. That like one time she sang Govinda Damadara Madhaviti when she was putting the churning rod in the yogurt pot, and one time she did it when she was turning. Like it's not like there's only one time that she did that. She churns yogurt all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Jai Sabrika Shishi Gurga Oranga Gan Haripta Gidin Hari Rad Vinod Bihari Rad Nainath Rad Raman Bihari Rad Madhava Shishi Mahapru Radha Damadar Jiv Ki Jai Sri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mahan Jiv Ki Jai Jai Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnu Par Paramaham Sabri Vrajagachari Varya Astotrashta Shishiman Bhaktivedānta Śrīla Bharati Gosvāmī Guru Mahārāja Ki Jai जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार परमहंस सबरे व्रजगचारि वर्य अष्टोत्तरश्त शिशुमान भक्तिवेदांत शैल नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज परिपावन श्रील गुरुदेव की जय जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्रश्त शिशुमान भक्ति बल शिल तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय जय नित्य लील प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्रश्त शिशुमान भक्तिवेदांत शैल वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय जय नत्यलेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्तिव्रान शिलतर विक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की जय जय नत्यलेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्तिव्रान स्वामी गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय नत्यलेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्ति द्वैतमार गोस्वामी परम गुरु महाराज की जय जय नत्यलेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपार स्तोत्रस्त शिशुमान भक्ति प्रज्ञान शिलकेश गोस्वामी महाराज परम गुरुदेव चार केशरी की जय जय नत्यलेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद स्तोत्रस्त श्रीमान जगद्गुरु श्री वृषभान वेदायतरास शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद महापरम भगवत परवार परमहंस अष्टोत्रस्त शिशिमार शिल गौर किशोर श्री महाराज की जय नित्यालेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद सप्तम गोस्वामी अष्टोत्रस्त शिशिमाद सच्चिदानंद भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय जय नत्यलेल प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सर्वोम अष्टोत्रस्त शिशुमान शिल जगन्नाथ दास बाबा महाशय की जय गुरु वेदांताचार्य सूर्यकुंदवासी श्री शिल मधुसूदन दास बाबा महाराज की जय श्री उर्वदास उदरन दास की जय गुरु वेदांत आचार्य शिशुमार बलदेव विभूषण प्रभु की जय महामहोपति रसिक शिरोमणि शिल विष्णु चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर पाद की जय शिशिल रसिकानंद मरारी प्रभु की जय शिशिल रामचंद्र कविराज की जय श्री लोचनदास ठाकुर की जय श्री नरहरि शंकर ठाकुर की जय जय शिल नरोत्तम श्रीनिवास श्यामानंद प्रभु त्राय की जय श्री शिल कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय यस्वतार अरिका विशल वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय श्री अष्टकविराज सुरजान नित्यानंद दुरुष गोपाल श्री चौषती महंत की जय जय श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ सर गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय श्री स्वरूप दामोदर रॉय रमानंद लोकनाथ गर्भ अधि गौर परिषाद वृंद की जय नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। शिल बिल्व मंगल ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री शिल ईश्वर पुरी गोस्वामी पार की जय। श्री शिल मारविंद्र पुरी गोस्वामी पार की जय। श्री अंतरदीप मायपुर सिमंदीप गौतमदीप मध्यदीप कौलदीप ऋतुदीप चानुदीप मातर धर्मादीप रुद्रादीप मात्मक श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। श्री एक चक्र धाम की जय। श्री शांतिपुर धाम की जय। श्री गौर चंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री श्री गौर गदाधर की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ गोपी गोपा गो गिर गोवर्धन वर्षद वनात्मा श्री ब्रज मंडल धाम की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गंगा सखी यमुना सखी तुलसी भक्ति देवी की जय। ब्रजेश्वरी ब्रजेश्वरी वृषभानुनंदिनी कार्तिक देवी श्रीमती राधा रानी ठाकुरानी की जय। वृषभानुनंदिनी श्रीमती राधिका महारानी की जय। श्री ललिता विशाख चित्रा चंपकला तुंग विद्या इंदुलेख रंगदेवी सुदेवी अरि सखी वृंद की जय। श्री अनंग प्रेमम जलालि श्री रूपल मंगाराग विलस गुणरति कस्तूरी कमल नयन मणि अरिमंजारी वृंद की जय। श्री विनोद मंजरी की जय। श्रीमती वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भगवती पूर्णमासी योगमाय देवी की जय। श्री गोपीश्वर श्री शिव महादेव की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र नीलमाधव जी की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र मंडल नीलाचल धाम की जय। सर्वा विक्रामिनशन करे भक्त विक्रमिनाश श्री इंद्र सिंह देव की जय। भक्तराश भक्त प्रवरा श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री प्रहलाद लक्ष्मीन्द्र सिंह देव की जय। श्री चरिधाम श्री संप्रदाय चर्याचार्य की जय। श्री मध्वार मनोज विष्णु स्वामी नंबदित्य चर्याचार्य की जय। आकर्मतरा श्री चैतन्य मार की जय। श्री गौरीमार वृंद की जय। करंतरा श्रीमार भगवताम भगवद्गीता चैतन्य चरितामृत चैतन्य भगवत जैव धर्म आदि सर्व गौरी वैष्णव ग्रंथ वृंद की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल गुलकेर प्रेमदान श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन धर्म की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल धन्य कलयुग तरक ब्रह्म श्री हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हनुम राम हरे हरे। महामंत्र की जय। श्री आनंदपुरी वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री समगत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री कार्तिक धमदार मास की जय। कार्तिका देवी धमदारी देवी श्रीमती राधिका महारानी की जय। श्री श्री राधा धमदार जी की जय। श्री यशोदा दामोदर जी की जय। श्री Dāmodarāṣṭakam की जय। All the devotees watching on YouTube and Zoom की जय। वृंदावन स्वामी श्रीपाद भक्तिवेदांत सज्जन महाराज की जय। सनिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम वृंदाय तुलसी देव्यै प्रिययै केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रददेवी सत्यवत्याय नमो नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Dandavat pranams. Thank you, Kishore. So, oh yeah. So Vidya Lalasaditi's question. Let me just. So, let me just read it out really quick. So Vidya Lalasa says that it would be nice if reference to where in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu the Vishaya Alambana and Ashraya Alambana is mentioned. That way it'd be easy for readers to read more about it in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So one time, I can't remember when it was, or like why I was doing it, but one time I went through Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, just like a synopsis of maybe it was part of the Rupa Shiksha program that we're doing, and I think I did this live, like while I had my iPad connected to my computer, and then I shared the screen so that you could see what I was drawing, and then we went through it very briefly. Here, I'll share my screen so you can see it. So it's very messy because I was doing it live, but here it is. So Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it's the ocean, right? It's the ocean of bhakti ras. It is divided into 4 divisions. There's the eastern division, the Purva Vibhag, the southern division, the Dakshina Vibhag, the western division, Paschima Vibhag, and the northern division, Uttar Vibhag. So the first eastern division is Bhagavad Bhakti Bhed. So and it goes through like Samanya Bhakti, which is just a general explanation of bhakti, then Sadhan Bhakti, Bhav Bhakti, and then Prem Bhakti. So that's the eastern division. And then everything that we read now was all like a synopsis of the entire Dakshina Vibhag, the southern division, the second part, which is called Samanya Bhagavad Bhakti Ras. So it's a general explanation of Bhagavad Bhakti Ras. The first was like a general description of the different types of like Sadhan Bhakti, Bhav Bhakti, Prem Bhakti, and also just what Bhakti is. And then the second one is what Bhakti Ras is. And that's divided into Vibhav, Anubhav, Sattvika Bhav, Vyabhichari Bhav, and Sthayi Bhav. So we read all about those. So yeah, if you want to read more about that, then read the entire Dakshina Vibhag, which is very long. And then the Paschim Vibhag, the western division, is Shantaras, Dasyaras, Sakyaras, Vatsalyaras, Madhuryaras. And the Uttar Vibhag, the northern division, is Gona Bhakti Ras. So the secondary Bhakti Rasas, which is Hasya, Arbhuta, Vira, Karuna, Rodra, Bhayanak, Vibhatsa, and Maitri, the secondary rasas, which is laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, dread, ghastliness, disgust, and Maitri, friendship. What does it say? Friendship, enmity, situation. Oh, Maitri and Vaira sthiti. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I really want to study Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu sometime. Maybe in the future so we can do that. I would love to do that. All right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Hare Krishna, Shubhananda Prabhu, Nuri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarini Mataji, Kishore Krishna Prabhu. Oh, Krishna Mai left and Satya Mataji had to go, but then let's see on YouTube and Facebook. Oh, and Champak Didi also. Raseshwari Mataji, Vidyalalasa Didi, Rup Manjari Didi, Nitai, Pradyumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Sudevi Didi, Raj Bhuvan Yadavji, Vidyalalasa Didi, and Shripad Sajan Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams Maharaj, and everybody else. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much for joining, and we will continue with chapter 1 tomorrow, and maybe we'll read some of chapter 2. Yeah, Jai Ho. Dandavat Pranams.
Hello, Dandavat Pranams from Sajan and Prabhu. Thank you again. Alukar Prabhu. Is there a place where can we find Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu complete and to study it? And I would love if you can hold readings on that. That would be terrific in the future.
I would love that. That would be such a nice thing to do, is read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu along with Nectar of Devotion, and we can compare it, like how Srila Prabhupada explained it, and then we can go further, like the commentaries and like that.
Yes,
that would be terrific. Really nice. Actually, I think what's her name, Satya Mataji, is doing a reading like that on her. She has a YouTube page called Bhaktiville, and she's been reading Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. But yeah, so the edition that's really nice is, well, like the edition that I know of, there's one is translated by Bhakti Hriday Ban Maharaj. He translates, I think he even translates the commentary, but it's only the first part. It's only the Eastern division, if I remember correctly. But he translates Jiva Goswami's commentary, and also, what other commentary is there? I think there's 2 commentaries. Anyways, what is it called? Sarva Samvadini, I think it's called, something like that. And yeah, so Bhanu Swami also translated it. I have it on my Kindle, but I paid for it. It's a paid version. And I think actually now I have a friend named Lokoram Prabhu, and he's in Mayapur now. And he said that they're working on making a new edition of Bhanu Swami's translation, but like revised and edited, and like so it'll be even more accurate and better English and all that. So
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know when that's coming out though. I
Looking
have to
forward
ask.
to it.
Yeah, but for now, there's the current version of his translation. Yeah. Kishore is saying, in a class by Bhaktivedānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he gave wonderful tattvic katha on Kṛṣṇa stealing butter from other gopis. Oh, cool! Like mentioning those points from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, huh? Like a tattvic. Cool.
Well, actually, he explained why did Krishna like go and steal butter from other gopis' houses when he has butter at home.
Okay, could you share that with me, Kishore, and we could read that tomorrow?
Yeah, he actually spoke it, so it's a 5-minute video.
Okay. Okay, maybe we can watch it. Let's see.
Okay.
I kind of like the
Yeah.
idea of just going through this slowly, like no rush, and we can spend time on different things. So
I just wanted to
Excellent.
mention it
Oh,
because he
agree.
gave like wonderful like reasons why that I've never
Okay.
heard before.
yeah, maybe we can do that. Cool.
Yeah.
Share it with me, the video.
Yeah.
All right, Dandavat Pranams. Oh, Vidyalasa Didi says that she has the first part of Bhanu Swami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu converted. She converted the Kindle to PDF, so she can share that. Narihari Prabhu, if you want that, then Vidyalasa Didi has it. She could share it.
Okay, I don't know how do I get in touch with her?
I can try to put you in touch with each other. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right.
All right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Thank you so much for staying till the end, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Jai Shri
Bye,
Radha
bye.
Damodar Ju Ki Jai.
Yeah.